If you're a writer who's in need of a little inspiration, or a reader who's just curious about the writing process, then here's a place for you. Okay, hello again. It is I. So yeah, I just thought I'd wear some earrings, because why not? And just got a little bit of nail varnish. Do you know what? These are the nails that are growing naturally, and they do often sort of split at the sides, but yeah, I'm enjoying them while they last. Let's put it that way. Okay, so just continuing with my collection of poetry called A Brief Encounter of Consciousness, Affairs of the Soul. And again, I'd like to read two poems because one's quite short. The other one is quite long, but one's quite short. So the first one is called Leave Me Alone or Let Me Be. Now, this poem, I was so pissed off. I was just pissed at the world, pissed at people, just, it's funny actually, I used to be able to, but I can sort of relate to some degree, the movie Falling Down, where everything is just going wrong, and, this guy goes from sort of a respectable, citizen to he's just lost it, and of course, I personally would not go that far, but, that I just felt the need to put that in poetry. Okay. So, it's called Leave Me Alone or Let Me Be. I'm fed up of speaking when nobody hears. I'm fed up of smiling at false, hate-filled faces. I'm fed up of taking instructions from learners. I'm fed up of being Guy Fawkes, not the burner. I'm fed up of feeling alone and unspecial. I'm fed up of being fed up. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, this next one is called Hard Times. I've never seen myself as a half empty type of person, but when I reflect back and in hindsight, I may have, unfortunately possibly been one from time to time. It wasn't through lack of trying, you try to be optimistic, but, sometimes just the shit sets in, doesn't it? And again, this was another sort of, a moment for me where I just felt a little bit hopeless. In my 20s, I had big dreams, and just didn't know how to reach them, didn't know how to do it. And so in the end, for me now, I'm just doing something that I love, and who cares about the outcome, but back then when I, it felt like the world. So I'm not gonna shout because it is evening and I've been up a lot and I am a little bit tired, so I'm just gonna read it or recite it because I think I know it, and we'll see how it goes. This is called Hard Times. Whew, completely lost. How much more? For how much longer? A wealth of debt engulfs me, locking me deeper in my chasm of exhaustion. Fuel no longer flows my way. I live on gas fume vents and broken instruments. Tunneling through shit to find more on each layer. Survival of the fit. My state is critical. So much to give, and no means to do it. An army of bitterness attacks on my soul. However did I get here? However will I leave? Strategy is my only key. Yet how can I apply this without time to plan strategically? I trip and fall. Collapse into numbness. A relapse of thought. Workload stored for another day. The shit hits the fan and stops its motion, filling the air with rank and unbearable smells, filling and killing my freshness with the pungent stench of hopelessness. Still, I tunnel through the shit so it doesn't fill my every thought. A clip I made earlier for my nose is lost and found throughout my journey. I keep turning to the skies and asking why. But my whys fall in a queue of thousands. Still, mistakes I've made. Or the mistakes I've saved. So why all this harshness? To make me a big, strong being? If so, forget it. Keep your cruel realities, your initiation tests and insanities. Don't subject me to your judgment. How dare I shout? How dare you? To victims who shout back. Oppressing. Having been oppressed. The shit sets thick. And the smell is toxic. Stuck, jammed, set like fly trapped in a web. I cry, and tears sting my face. I can lock away my dreams. Play safe. All around me sits my sorrow, praying for that bright tomorrow to see the light get out of darkness, to wash myself of this vulgar episode. Can't lock myself away though, as all I have is me. Don't want to tunnel an eternity, but what must be, will be. When I used to do that back in the day, I used to hit it with a lot more gusto, but as I said, I can't be shouting and doing all of that stuff. But yeah, no, it's one of the poems that really resonates with me, and now it resonates from a different standpoint, because it's not that I necessarily feel that way, even though I do revisit it from time to time, but it's still just makes me feel emotional, because I was in a lot of pain emotionally. a lot of just confusion, a lot of frustration, a lot of anger at the injustice of it all, you know. So yeah, it's very funny that I've got this lovely dress on. I was hoping in some ways I was going to cut forward and, you know, do something else that's mellow, but you know what? We're just going through in chronological order, so I will do it that way. But yes, I will look forward to seeing you very soon. So take it easy, be blessed, and look after yourself. All the best. Take care.